Hello and welcome to the Maidens of Easterlin and the March Mayhem at Easterlin Park virtual players meeting. We're going to go over some COVID rules first and foremost. We all know the drill by now. Have your mask on you at all times. Make sure there's 6 feet between you and other people on your card. Now, sometimes it's going to be difficult, but it's pretty easy to social distance in this sport. No more than 6 people on a card. We're going to be putting players in groups of 4. There may be a few 5 tops out there. But if you're going to have any caddies or groupies following you around, just try to keep it to under 6 people or to 6 people or less. We definitely don't want to have any issues with too many people and the parks having to come and say something to us about it. This is the first tournament that Broward Parks has allowed in their parks since COVID started. We definitely don't want it to be the last one. So I really need you guys to follow the CDC guidelines and maintain that social distancing. Don't congregate in groups of 10 or more than 10. When you check in, make sure you have a mask on. If you are going into the store, we're only allowing 2 people at a time in the store. That's with masks on. Yeah, don't mess this up for us. All right, we're gonna have, let's get into the tournament. We're gonna have tee times posted by 9 o'clock on Thursday night. So anybody that needs to make any arrangements or travel plans or anything like that, I'm hoping that's enough time. We just want to give people enough time to make sure they're still cleared up and can come and participate in the tournament. Get any last minute drops out of the way so we can get some of those waitlisters off. Let's see here. We're going to ask that you check in with the TD 15 minutes prior to your tee-off time so that you can get your player's pack and have time to take that back to your car. Both tournaments will have a tournament stamp disc that you will pick up. The Maidens... Oh, and you guys are also going to get a root beer. Yeah. There's going to be, I know, masks for the Maidens. I think there's something else from Mayhem. But it'll be a surprise. Let's see here. We want you to be at your tee box, at tee box 1, 5 minutes before your tee time. We are going to be sending people off every 8 minutes. So I need you to make sure you are on tee box 1 5 minutes prior to your tee time so that you guys can tee off on time. We're going to try to push as many people through as we can. So we want everybody to make sure you're on time and you're able to, determine who's going to be taking the live scoring, who's going to be doing the UDIS scoring, and just meet the people that are on your card. So those 5 minutes before your tee time are definitely adequate amount of time to do those. Water will be available at Tournament Central and on the course at hole 10. We will have water, I believe it's going to be on a table behind that sign there at 10. So you can just grab the water off the table. You don't have to reach into a cooler and grab any water. The end of the round, you will need to verify your not your tee times, but your scores with the TD at the end of the round. So whoever is taking the live scoring, you need to check in with the TD at the end of your round to make sure your scores went through properly and that we're getting the same scores on our end that you have on your phone. We've run into issues in the past where we're looking at our live scoring scores and they're saying one thing, but then, 20, 30 minutes later, it finally updates and we've got a completely different score and we're looking at something very different. So we need you to verify your scores at the end of your round And when you come to verify your scores at the end of the round, that is when we will give you your round two tee times. So at the end of your round, you do need to see the TD to confirm your scores and get your round 2 tee time. We're not going to be shuffling the cards. That just proves to be way too difficult, and some people get shorted on lunch. Some people end up with a super extended lunch. So we're just going to have you guys play with the same card both rounds. But we will have the scoreboard updated at Tournament Central as the different divisions finish up. We'll rearrange on the scoreboard so you can see where you are, hopefully before your tee time, and know what kind of game you got to play out there. Let's see here. We will have raffle tickets available for sale all day Saturday, and on Sunday they will be sold until 4 p.m. At 5 o'clock we'll be doing the raffle drawing. Now, you do not have to be present to win the raffle. We are asking that you put your name and phone number on the back of your ticket when you drop it in the bucket, so that we can get in contact with you and get your prizes to you. All the proceeds of the raffle are going directly to the BDGA, so the Broward Disc Golf Association will be getting all the money from the raffle. We're still accepting donations at this time. We'll take donations right up until, 4:45. So, yeah. All right. Now, let's talk about the course. Like I said, this players meeting is for both tournaments, because we're playing the same course, same rules. The only differences is going to be like what pads they'll be playing for the different tournaments. But all of that will be on the caddy book. It's also available on Disc Golf Scene, so you know which pads you're playing. The caddy book, like I said, is on Disc Golf Scene. It's on Facebook. It's on Tri-Fly's Facebook page. It was shared to the Broward Disc Golf page and to the Palm Beach Disc Golf page. We will have some printouts at Tournament Central, so when you check in, you can grab a caddy book at that time if you prefer a printed version versus reading it off your phone. You'll be reading you can read the caddy book yourself. I'm not going to go through every single OB, but there are a few things on there that we really need to talk about. First is drop zones. For hole 1 and hole 5, there will be drop zones. There will be, for hole 1, red flags on the sidewalk across that first lake leg that kind of comes in front of the pad. It'll be right off the sidewalk. You'll see the red flags right from the tee pad. That's your drop zone. If you throw your disc and you lake it, you proceed to that drop zone. You'll still take your stroke for going OB, but you'll be throwing from the drop zone. Let's see here. On hole 5, it will be near the end of that tunnel that's there. If you're throwing over the lake and ends up going in the lake, there's a drop zone up ahead. It's going to be the same flags as there'll be red flags up there. The red flags will say drop zone. It's also the green tee pad. So let's see here. All right, hole 6 and 7, we know they run parallel to each other. Hole 11 and 13 kind of do the same thing out there in the woods. So a lot of times when you throw, you will likely be crossing into each other's fairway. A general rule of etiquette is the higher hole has the right of way and must play through first. So say you're on tee pad 6 and there's another group on tee pad 7. Both groups throw their drives. Now you have, 8 discs in the middle of the field. Some of T7s are over by the cypress trees. Some of T6s are over in the bushes by the maintenance fence. The people on T box 7 are the ones that need to finish first. So the people on hole 6 will wait for 7 to clear their throw area. And that's just rule of etiquette. I'm pretty sure it's in the PDGA rule books, but most people, that's just the general rule of etiquette. The higher card always finishes first, because otherwise if hole 6 finishes first, they're just going to go sit on the tee pad of 7 and wait for 7 to finish, and we don't want that. We want 7 to finish, get out of there, 6 to finish, be able to start throwing off of 7 right away. So same with 11 and 13. 13 will have the right of way. 13 needs to finish their hole before 11 does. So 13 needs to go first, and then 11 people can go. Like I said, it just helps with preventing backups. On hole 13, there is a Mando tree. There is a Mando sign there. I put it there the other day because the one that was on the tree has since been lost long ago. So the tree is on the right side of the fairway. It's the tree on the right side of that gap that you're throwing through. Basically, it's just to keep you from blindly taking out the people on tee pads 14. If you miss that Mando, it is a stroke, and your next tee shot is from the Mando drop zone, which is the green flags. The green flags are the Mando drop zone. They're right there next to the Mando tree. So it's a stroke, and you're throwing your next shot from the Mando drop zone. Hole 20, you are throwing from out of bounds. You must cross the street on your first shot. The road is OB. So if you do not cross the road, you can drop down to tee pad, the green tee pad, which is right at the edge of the road in front of that sign. Or you can just re-tee from your tee box. It's completely up to you which you want to do. If you happen to throw and it goes across the street and you hit that first big tree on the right and it bounces back into the road, you cross the road, so you'll throw from the other side of the road, right there at the edge of the road, tree, wherever you went out when you came back, when the disc bounced back, because I've done this many times. But it is still an OB stroke. So, all right, all over Easterlin are cypress knees. These things are the devil, and they will try to kill you throughout your entire round. Please watch out for them. They always try to trip you up. If you fall on them, they hurt. Just be very careful when you're walking. Try to be nimble on your feet, especially if you end up hitting one with your foot or hitting one with your cart. It'll definitely throw you off a little bit. Let's see. All fences and beyond are OB. And as with any course, never jump the fence. Don't jump any fences here at Easterlin Park. We really like this course, so we don't want to make park management mad, so do not jump the fences. All roads and beyond are OB. All the lakes are OB. If you go OB, you have options. If there's no drop zone and you go OB, you can take the distance from where you went OB, or you can re-tee or rethrow from your current lie. Or you can, if you go OB off the tee pad, you can cascade tee pads. So if you're throwing from the white pads and you go into the water on hole 4, you can drop to the red pad. And if you throw again and you go on the water on hole 4 again from the red pad, you can drop to the green pad. Now, when you cascade tees, it's always the next tee forward from your tee. So you can't throw from the white and then cascade down to green immediately. It's always just the next tee up is how it works. Let's see here. For maidens, we're going to talk about the green flags. For maidens, FA3, the second round, you're playing from the green flags. FA4 and juniors will play both rounds from the green flags. Most of your holes are going to be played from the red pads, but there are 6 holes out there that have green flags. And those 6 holes are going to be 1, 3, 5, 13, 17, and 20. Those green flags will be there for both tournaments. In the Mayhem tournament, only the juniors will be playing from the greens. So, let's see. So yeah, so you'll mostly play from red pads, but in those holes where there is a green pad, you'll play from the greens. And these will be noted on the caddy book. I have them listed on there. Let's see here. We have Knick-Knack sponsoring some cash CTPs. These CTPs will be open to all players. Now, I know on registration we offered $5 CTPs, and those will be cash CTPs eligible for those people that paid into it. They'll be divided by divisions, depending on how many people paid into each division. But yeah, so Knick-Knack is sponsoring some cash CTPs. So, oh, and they're also offering up a glass GBO mini for the junior division. So there'll be a CTP out there for that glass mini. And the GBO glass minis are amazing. They're pretty cool. So, let's see here. I think that's about it, guys. Yeah, thanks for coming out. Check out all the raffles items. Buy your tickets. BDGA definitely needs the support. And we're here to help them. And because, you know, they provide great courses. They do a lot of work out there. Courses look great. Yep. So make sure to check out the raffle. Get your tickets before 4 o'clock on Sunday. At 5 o'clock, we'll be doing the raffle. And I will look forward to seeing you guys. Thank you for, participating in another wonderful Tri-Fly tournament event. And we look forward to seeing you guys another time. Thank you. Bye. Well, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow, too. Or, it's not tomorrow. This weekend. So, bye.